welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Today we are going to work with our 4 kits that we made based on the mood and feel of Comfy Cozy. So, as you can see, I cut the strips off of each of those papers that had the little hangy hole and placed them inside the page protectors according to the collection I thought that they went with. So today we're going to be playing with those little strips that are pretty hard to use. We're going to play with some stamped images that I made. Some punched shapes that I created from the actual cover of the paper pads that I had. So I just took my punches to those. And I've got a whole bunch in this pack as well. So I divvied these up by bases, adding places, and then things I need to fussy cut. I chose things that I found were related to some of the cut-aparts. I guess I could have gotten the word smile in there, but a lot of the cut-aparts are talking about family, being home. I definitely had to get this warm and cozy sign on there. There was one that was a banner. I had this beautiful day banner. All those kinds of things. My goal was to fussy cut these prior to this video, but I was just running out of time. So we're going to do this live. I won't cut these in front of you accurately. I'll just end up probably taking a little section out. Okay, and those were stamps, so I can always make more if I need it. I am going to start with the pack that has the least variety of color, which is this one, and then I'll move to that one because that has the least variety of color as well. And I'm doing that because I found when I was trying to pull in colored cardstock into this kit, I had a difficult time because I had used the other cardstocks first. So just a reminder, this is why I recommend not getting the 12 by 12 or 12 and a half from the Clear Bags shop, because it is really hard to get your paper in and out of, and it has to be 12 inches. No other option. Okay, so just a reminder, I'm going to pull what this kit looks like. I did add some vellum, and this is actually jean material on paper, just to add some extra texture to this kit. I do have another jean paper here, but this is just paper, not actual material. Just as a friendly reminder of what this kit looks like. So see, I added some colored cardstock to it as well, and vellum. And then these were the pieces that I had left over from when I cut my cardstock down. Okay, just a friendly reminder of what that looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside and we will start working on these. Nope, okay, so it's the blue, green, yellow, definitely the yellow. So my plan, let's do that one, is to kind of maybe do 3 strips per embellishment. And then if I decide that I'm done, which could be possible, I will probably just end up throwing these away. It's not worth keeping them, I don't think. Okay, so there's a light green. Let's do some of that yellow again. Here's blue. That's a brighter blue. Let's see. Yeah, this, okay, so brighter blue, that's fine. Okay. Some wood grain. Okay. So here are my strips. So I'm just gonna go through and pick the ones that I think look good together. Okay, so I've got my strips of paper here all set up. Now I'm gonna go through my cluster bases and pick which ones I actually want to use. Oops, a little birdie got in there. That's okay. And I'm just going to lay these out pretty quickly here, because I honestly haven't even looked at them yet. Okay, and then I have this piece because I love this paper and I don't know what I want to do with it yet. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, so let's see. This was a blue line, so I think this one is probably a good option. It does have some of that cream in there. Let's see. Do I have green in this one? I think I do. This is why it's important to have... Yep, I have green. Okay. So, let's see. How many do I even want to make? Well, I don't have very many cluster bases, and I have 4 collections that I need to go through. So maybe that's what I need to do first, is I have plenty of options there. So let's just kind of go through. So this is going to go, let's actually add one of those to here. No, I think they need to stay with that collection. This one definitely needs to go there. Let's add this guy to there. Okay, so this one has 3 cluster bases of the same thing. There's that one. Let's make that one there, right? I don't remember where that paper landed, even if it did land in it. That's okay. Whatever. Okay, so let's do, well, let's see. I want a green here. Let's do that one there. Got this weird tan color, but that looks good in that section. I know this one is there. I have this other one here. Okay. That looks a little drawn. Boom. Boom. That one goes there. Okay, there's a pink. There's a tan. I don't have hardly anything for this one. That's okay. Well, there's a pink. And let's put this here. Okay. So I've got my cluster bases all divvied out, which is good. I'm going to put this one with that one right there. I could decide to make more. Just fine. Whatever. I can totally make more if I wanted to. But it would be pulling into the actual papers, and I don't really want to do that. The point of this was to use as many scraps as possible. So let's see. Ooh, look at that. That goes beautifully with that right there. So I just took my penches, I took my dies, anything pretty small. Like, look at how cute that mug is that I could use as embellishments. I just cut this out roughly. I will end up probably fussy cutting it, but it goes beautifully with this collection because I know I have that red in there. I don't have red in many of the others. But look at these cute little birdies. That one. I think that one's probably the coolest one. So this took me some time. I tried to get as many as I possibly could out of each cover. I used the covers of the paper packs to pull these embellishments. These are just the leftovers from when you cut your paper down to 12 by 12, which I have to do in order to keep them in my bags, because my bags are very slim. Okay, I even used, I think there was some images on the top, and this was kind of the background to the image, and I used those colors as well. I mean, I might as well, since I have it there. Look at how beautiful this butterfly is. Okay, So I think these are all now facing up or close to facing up. I could choose to use the white side, or I could choose to use the colored side. It doesn't really matter, right? I get to do whatever I want. I think these sweaters are super fun. Now, you can see here there's an accident. I probably could just cover that up with something else. Just look at how fun these are. That's why I wanted to do this video, so you could see that you can still use the tops. Look at this. I think this ginger man is the only one because he was so fun. But I wanted to make sure he was a brownish color. Okay, back to what I was doing. So I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options here. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, perfect. So let's just match these up then. Let's put this one with this one. Okay, got some blue here and here, and then tan and green. Perfect. Okay. So what I would do then, it looks like this actually goes this way. So I will make my cluster go that way too. Right? Oh, you can barely see this. Sorry about that. Let me move up a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so there's my first one. I pulled out these old school scissors. This is a wide scalp, so I don't think that would work because those strips are too long. But I thought it might be fun to kind of scallop these edges here. So let's do this one just for fun, just for a little bit of something different. Now you could use a border punch, but the reason I chose these scissors is 1, I haven't used them in a long time. 2, because with a border punch you have to have like an inch worth of paper in order to use them. Ooh, you know what else I have? So We Are Memory Keepers came out with a cutting system that has different edges to it. So I could pull that out too. Okay, and I'm going to go grab my hexagon punch for the end of that to make it more like a flag. Okay, so I'm just going to hexagon punch this guy. Make him look like a banner piece. Oops, that doesn't look right. How about right there? Little funky because the way that that is cut, and that's okay. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. Perfect. There's that. Put that one on bottom, put this one like kind of right there, and then to highlight that edge, I'll put this one underneath it so you can really see that edge. Okay, so I chose the blue because the blue is not represented in my paper strips here. So now I'm just going to build a cluster. So, oops, it looks like I have this. This would be cute. Oh, but I don't have pink. I don't have pink in this. Like, I don't have pink. That doesn't work. Ah, so many pinks. That's okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Got a little sweater weather there. And I've got my pieces that I can cut out super quick. Let's see. I want something like a sentiment. There's no red. We don't want party this way. I think that one's funny. Let's add home. I think that'll be fun. Now, this stamp frustrates me. It's the same stamp as this one, and they're both manufactured wrong. It's from the same set, from American Crafts. Not sure exactly what line that was, but if you look, they didn't pull out all the little spots inside the letters, so it looks funky. But I'll put that right there, and I'm going to call that Ooh, I don't know that I like the brown. Let's do this one. Now this one's a little bit easier to cut out. So I'm purposely doing 3 items on top of my 3 banners. Look at that. Perfect. You can't even tell that that is letters behind there. So I'll adhere these later and then show you at the very end of the video all of the ones that I made. We're just going to work through some of these together. So now this piece has vellum, so I'm not going to do any special... Well, let's see what this looks like. Here. Opens this way. I thought it might be kind of fun to use this piece to cut a circle. Oh, I don't like that. Just kidding. I think I'd rather use my... Oh, because look at... That's funny. Hexagon punch it is. Hexagon punch it is. I don't really want to leave these as straight. I think that's kind of boring. So adding this a little bit of interest with that banner. Okay, I want to do this one this way this time. And my goal in creating these is just to have some pre-made embellishments that I can add to my kits. Ooh, I think I like it on the darker color better. And you know what? I think I need a 3rd, 4th strip. No, that's okay. I think that looks good. Okay. And then there. This is how I'm going to get my foiling in on this kit, because I don't think I had very much foiling. Okay. Looking at my cut apart sheet. Memories are made here. Together we are home. So, what if I pick this big home piece? You are strong. I think that was actually one of the sentiments here. I've got brown. Ooh, let's do... I've got yellow already. I've got blue. Okay. Well, instead of looking at that first, let's look... Nope, I already did one of those. I don't have any pink. I need some blue or yellow. Okay, here we go. Maybe a couple of these. Can you hear my little man in the background? He's so cute. He just wants to tell you all about his day. Ooh, and I have some of these. Nah. Okay. So I'm just trying to show you some easy ways to use some pre-made embellishments. Well, not pre-made, handmade embellishments. Okay, let's put that guy right there. This and this. That's cute. Okay. Do I want another little person? That's black. I don't want black on there. Oh, look at how fun this is. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this one instead. I don't know why I threw a scroll in there. I just did. He's the only one. The gingerman bread man is the only one as well. Oh, look at how fun this little guy is. Okay, now I feel like I need a tree branch. Ooh. You know what? I've got these trees right here. Okay, and then let's do, I think the black will stand out now on this little birdie. Look at how cute that is. Look at how cute that is. Okay. Okay. I probably will actually save this one for an actual layout as maybe the title, because it's so big it's not going to fit on one of these cluster bases. Okay, so here is a leaf. This leaf has a little bit of white on the top. Do I have a marker that color? Of course not, so I'm going to have to cut it because that's going to bug me. So I'm just going to go in, kind of do my tip on that a little bit like that. There we go. So now you can't even tell. Okay. Oh, this one has several. I wonder if maybe this guy was supposed to go with this. Yeah, let's put this one in here because it's kind of that color. Okay. And like that. And you can make these as long or as short as you want, these little banner pieces. Notch that. Let's notch them all. Now, I already did. I really like this little edge that I put on there. Let's see. Should I do another edge? I don't really want to do any more gold. Not in the mood. Not in the mood, and that's okay. Okay, so banner pieces here. I need to rotate that. Okay, that's done. Okay, so I want to add, look at how fun that is. That's some dark green there. Let's add something light. Ugh, I'm running out of, I got yellow. Let's do yellow. Here we go. Let's do this beautiful day. Let me figure out what color that was. You know what? I think that was my gold or silver or something, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I use primarily just super cheapo pigment inks. They're in little ink cubes. My goal is to get some Distress inks in the future. I think I'm going to do the Distress Oxide because I like the fact that pigment inks show up on top of the work surface that you're on. Well, I told you I wasn't going to fussy cut these, but this one needed it. I just decided it needed it because then I can see the shape. Okay. So, good pop of yellow right here. Boom. Okay. Beautiful day. So what kind of... Love that sweater. What... I could do a little flower, maybe a little, oh, I've already got a leaf, so that doesn't work. I don't have any pink in this. I do have some brown. Here we go. Here we go. No pink. Man, this is hard because I don't have... Okay, here's a butterfly that I could use eventually. Oh, here we go. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick that right in there and remove these. Make it look like the green fills in the bird just a little bit. There we go. Hang it over that way. And let's, ooh, look at that. That's pretty too. But I already have a lot of dark colors. I really needed something light, and that worked out perfectly. So I think I'm just going to use that one. Okay. Next set. Okay, so I've done now 2 going this way, 2 going that way, so I need to do these this way. You know what? I like having that middle one kind of be, oh man. On top of the other 2. Okay, so that makes sense in my mind, this little section. I don't think I'm going to use the yellow, and that's fine. Okay, and I picked this base for this here. So let's see. Maybe some green. And a little butterfly. What are those? I don't know, a little flower. Ooh, okay. No. See, the problem is that this blue is different than all the other blues that I have. What's in the back of this strip? Red. Okay, this is actually going to go in that red kit then. I'm not going to use the blue. I'm going to use the yellow. Let's use the yellow. Ooh, and let's, because this is so plain, let's put a border punch on it. So the key with these scissors is that you don't want to go all the way to the back, and you don't want to go all the way to the front. So I'm stopping here instead of going all the way to the front. This front edge is not the same as these other edges. Just a little tip so that when you use these in the future, which these are kind of an obsolete kind of deal. Everybody's got border punches now instead of those scissors. But that, like I said, the border punch isn't going to work on this because this is a lot smaller than 1 inch, and border punches pretty much need 1 inch clearance in order to work. Look at how cute that is with that little border punch. That really just adds a little bit of a detail to these banners. That is super nice. Okay, so this green doesn't match. I don't want to use that. I want to use pink. Let's flip that over to be white. Let's... Well, I wish I actually had black. I probably could make a black. Ooh. No. Because here's this black and white bird. Let's see. Oh, I haven't used any of these mugs. Okay, so this mug has little hearts or something. I think they're hearts. I don't know. Oh, and you know what? I have a hot coffee or hot cocoa mug over here as well that I could always add. No red. Need blue. Oh, here we go. Look at this fun little guy. He can sit like right on top of the mug. Maybe I need to put him in the mug. No, just kidding. Here's that flower. That's fun. I really limited myself on these, didn't I? That's okay. Or at least on this kit. This kit's the hardest one because it has the least amount of color. Okay, I just like the mug. I wonder if I have something like Warm Wishes or... Let's see. The smallest things warm the heart in red. Oh, but this is in green. Okay. And maybe I do a layout about a cup of coffee. Who knows? Whatever makes you warm and cozy and comfy. That is what this kit is about. Look at this. Right there. Maybe move this up just a smidge. This up a little bit more. And maybe add these little pieces back in a little visual triangle. Right there. They kind of look like fortune cookies, don't they? That's funny. And then I'll do another one right there. Okay. That is fun. Okay, and I'm done with this. I don't want to mess with these colors anymore. So, that's okay. I'm just going to be done with those 4 instead of doing 5. And then I've got this blue and these extras that I can use some other kit. Kit. So I'll just put those right there and we'll start on the next section. Okay, next set is this one with that beautiful foiling on it. So things like the best is yet to come, happiness blues within, so lovely. This is actually part of, like this section, like right here, or something like that, was part of the front cover. And so I got a little bit of stuff here. Some of these other, like, so lovely. See how it just kind of cut off, like, right there. I got to fussy cut out this flower, which is awesome, because then I don't have to fussy cut it out of this piece of paper. So I kind of looked through the options that I had. Okay. I had a lot, which is fine, whatever. But these are the ones I decided not to use. They were a little bit harder to use. So let's go through the clusters that I had made. First one is this lovely section right here. And I chose to put it with this. Now this right here does not really evoke the feeling of warm and cozy, but adding this lace really helps. So I'm going to notch some of these. I like this hexagon punch because the way that it's designed, all the little pieces kind of fall in, right? Which is awesome. Okay. So I'm actually going to adhere this one with you guys while we're on film. So I just use the Scotch Create Tacky Glue. It is photo safe. It is quick drying, so you do have to be aware. And then I've got that fine line applicator, which, let me tell you, I do not like the lid to the actual bottle. The nozzle is so thick you can hardly, you get a big glob every time you go to use it, which is not fun. I'm going to cut off the end here. Easy peasy. Glue that sucker on right there. I'm going to add glue to this because I don't know where it's going to land on the back here. Now this does dry clear, which is awesome. I'm going to kind of line it up here with these little notches. Put that on there. And then I chose to go the route of adding a little tree that makes it a little bit more warm and cozy. Kind of covering up that flower. Adding this little bird here. And then I'm actually going to add these little shoes. Thought this was a cute little touch. It's from these stamped images that I had that are winter themed. Just cut a couple out. And I had pre-stamped those prior to doing this process. I didn't really know what I was going to use for all of this together. Now I'm going to leave a sentiment off this specific one because I have no idea what the sentiment would even be. I mean, we could do beautiful day or loved always, stronger than you think, but honestly, none of those really fit the vibe I'm going for on this. This is kind of an outdoor little embellishment cluster. So that's one done. Okay, let's do the second one here. I love this blue. I was going to use it on that other page, but it just didn't fit. But it fits this page a lot better. Okay. Do I want to add a little bit of a thing here, like an edge punch? I don't think so. So let's see, can I get away with this? Yes, I can, okay. So what I'll end up doing here is I'll scoot that all the way over, and I'll glue these to the back of this just the way they are. That is how I want them lined up. Okay. And then to the back of this, making sure it's lined up right. Perfect. Kind of round these corners so I don't see them. So those are adhered on the back. Kind of flopping in the wind, which is okay. Because remember, these are going to end up going on a scrapbook page or, you know, maybe a card. This one would be great for a card. My friend just went through her second round of chemo for breast cancer. So I may just add that to a card. But how quick would that be? You know, you just plop, plop, zing, zing. And there you go. Super cute. Now I got this powerful, or you are powerful, brilliant, beautiful, brave. That stamp set, I believe, came from Creative Memories. I don't buy much from them. I can't decide if they're expensive or not. But their stamps are great. They work well. I get a lot of my stuff secondhand. There is a little store called Scraps KC, and it is chock full of people's used crafting items. So I have a lot of older product because of that place. You know, I don't think I'm going to do any special edges on these sets here. Okay, so, and I'm going to do them all facing the same way. I don't know, I like having the embellishment on the left-hand side for some reason, rather than the right-hand side. This one I have to do, well, I guess I don't have to, because I could just cut the other end, you know, and make that the hexagon punch. I'm going to move that down. Nope, not going to move it down, just kidding. Okay, and I'm going to add that right there. Now this one actually was really hard to do, because that pattern is so flippin' busy. I had to actually add another cluster base to this. Let's add a little bit of black on that edge right there, just so there's a little bit of a difference. I had to use this guy right here to kind of tone that down. Okay. And then I'm going to add some of this back in here. And this came from that cut apart sheet, but on the front cover. See, so happy. Isn't that fun? Okay, and then I'm going to add this in and add a little bit of a cute flower. And then some ice skates with this so happy sentiment. Do I want to put it under? Yeah, I do want to put it under. Okay. So I'm just going to glue the middle here. Since everything is kind of tucking down underneath, I want to be able to pick it up. Okay. Get this top part glued on. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna put this guy under here. Now I did kind of go monochromatic, just a little bit. I mean, I've got this pop of green here, which I really like. You know, I think I was gonna do that green on the bottom. But my embellishments turned out to be black, white, and then purple pinkish. See, I like it like this, but I feel like it just needs a little bit of something. Just a little bit, not much. Like that. Well, or do I leave it off? I'm gonna leave it off for now, actually. Okay, so those are my 3 clusters for this kit with this inspiration, you know, all of these gorgeous papers. Woo! Okay, so that one's done. We'll move on to the next one. Well, I got a little excited and I put these together for my next kit. The main kit that I started this whole adventure off of, which was this piece of paper right here. So I just put those together real quick off camera. So I thought I would show you. They are adhered. I actually really like this one that's centered. I didn't think I would, but I've got a variety here. So I will continue. Next kit is this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera for just a little bit. Look at what my options are, and then I will come back and we'll talk a little bit more. So again, remember, I just cut the strips off. I've been arranging them with the pieces that I already have together. So I've got a lot more options this time around because I didn't use everything. Look at how pretty this sweater is. I think that's so fun. And then these, I think, really make this main pattern pop, which is quite awesome. So I will be back and we will talk about what I decide to do in just a moment. Okay, so this is the last set of pieces that I am going to do. I already glued this one, popped family up on foam. I think this is super cute. I do have 3 people in my family, so this is appropriate. I love this sweater, and I wanted to make it the main focus of this piece. So that's what I did. I think what I'm planning on doing is actually poking this out. I think, oops, here. Let's make sure that's even first. Maybe put it down here. There we go. Thinking I just slightly poke out on either side this piece like so. Yeah, I think that looks super fun. Okay. I do have another one that is probably going to be centered here. I used So Lovely, and then this piece. I just love this paper in these small quantities. I like these sticking out on both ends. I think that's a little fun difference than my previous sets. Okay. Do I want to do this one? So it's really down to, do I want to do something with this? Kind of like that. Just kind of pile them right on top of each other. No sentiment needed. I think that's cute. Do I want to use a different heart? Nah, I'll just use that heart. It's fine. I think that's cute. And then I've got this one here, pulling in some of that blue. This butterfly cut out of that paper in the background. I think this one needs to have just a very short on either side. Super short. Okay, I've cleared my desk, and here are all the beautiful embellishment clusters that I've made. I go from super simple with just a sentiment, base, and then the flags, to a little bit more complicated with these flags, some tucked elements. But look at how beautiful these are. And I feel like I could use them for a variety of layouts, right? All with that theme of comfy cozy. Like, look at this cute little thing. The smallest things warm the heart. And then I just use the inside of this mug to make it look like steam or hearts. Isn't that fun? So I am really pleased with my collection now of ephemera that I've got. What I did with the leftovers is I separated it into cluster bases in one bag. So the leftover items that I didn't use. And then ephemera, the die cuts. Now, this is gonna make some people cringe, but I don't use these in any of my projects. If I was gonna use strips of paper on my layouts, they would have to be at least 1 inch wide. Now, it breaks my heart because I love that paper right there. But I feel like I've used it on enough of these cluster bases to make my heart happy, right? And that's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna toss them. Doesn't matter, it's just paper. I've got all of the patterns in my collections already. In the 4 collections with almost 20 papers each. I've got plenty of paper. Okay, I decided not to cut out these yet. It's easier to flip through these when they're in the full papers than if I was to dig through one of these embellishment packs. If I had time and motivation and unlimited time, what I would actually do is I would take a piece of cardstock with wax paper and glue each of those to the wax paper using a non-permanent adhesive. So that I could just look at the page, pick what I wanted, and then move on. I will have to spread these out on my desk here, like I had when I was making these, when I build my pages. But I don't foresee myself building a whole bunch of pages. This is something I'm going to keep together for probably a couple years? Question mark? I could break it down in the future, who knows. My plan, though, it's fluid. I can do whatever I want. It's my collections. They're DIY. So, there we go. I made 4, 5, 10, 15. That's a really good number. Wow, I made 15 of them. I'm impressed with myself. Like I said, I hadn't done these before. And I just used the leftover pieces, essentially. I cut out dies and punches from the paper pad front covers. That's what every single die is from, minus the trees. The trees I did have to pull a piece of paper from my stash. And I did that because I was working on my December daily and I wanted Christmas trees. But otherwise, these are dies and punches, mainly dies, from my stash, which is awesome. I use my tools. That's what they're there for, right? So I am super pleased with each one of these. If you would like more of these type of DIY embellishments, please leave a comment below, like this video. Next week I will probably make a layout or 2 with these collections. I've been trying to take a lot of cute, fun pictures of people being super cozy at home. So yeah, I am excited. Have a wonderful day, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. It really helps my channel. I will be having a giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers. So tell your friends, because you could be entered if you leave a comment on that video. Thank you so much, guys.